Hey, today I will tell you about the best top VPN service. After testing many systems in this category, I found the best option that worked perfectly for me. I have been working with this VPN for over 5 years. It's a solid, well-priced VPN packed with useful privacy add-ons and one of the most generous free VPN plans. Here are 5 very useful secrets that few people know about, but which make it truly the best in the top VPN category. It's about Windscribe. In order for you to experience this VPN, I will leave you a link to the official site under this video. Now take a close look at the screen. I will show you everything with an illustrative example. Windscribe is a very interesting VPN that is packed with features yet easy to use, with some commercial products and one of the most generous free plans around. The decent-sized network provides locations in 110 cities in 63 countries, including Peru, Panama, and Macedonia, added since our last review. Windscribe claims that its servers are indeed located in these locations, and not, as the company suggests, some competitors, which have most of the servers in the US and Europe, are simply faking the locations with fake whois IP data to give the impression that it is in a different place. Lots of apps means you are on Windows, Mac, Android, iOS, and Linux. Chrome, Firefox, and Opera extensions give you even more ways to connect and provide many additional privacy-related features, and the website has guides to help you set up the service on routers, Kodi, Amazon Fire TV, NVIDIA Shield, and any OpenVPN-compatible software or device. IKE version 2 and OpenVPN support with strong AES-256 encryption protects all your tunnel traffic from intruders, while stealth technology tries to hide your VPN usage, possibly allowing you to surf the internet even in countries that actively block VPN traffic. Robert is a DNS-based tool for blocking ads, malware, trackers, and various types of internet content. This goes far beyond the basic DNS blacklist you get from other vendors and gives you more options and customization than even many desktop apps. Unusual Windscribe account options include buying a static IP address. For example, adding a home IP address costs $8 per month, but should significantly improve your chances of accessing any blocked sites and allow you to connect to a business with limited IP and other networks. Windscribe's free plan offers a generous 10 GB of data per month if you sign up with your email address, and 2 GB if you don't. You are limited to 11 countries, North America, Europe, and Hong Kong, but it's still much better than what you get with many free services. Moving to a commercial plan gives you unlimited data, access to all 110 locations, and the ability to create your own OpenVPN, IKE version 2, and SOC 5 configurations. Windscribe's build-a plan can save you money by choosing only the locations you want for $1 each. Each location adds 10 GB to your free bandwidth, and your plan should have at least 2 locations. For example, if you sign up with your email address, you will receive 10 GB of data per month. Create a plan with US and UK locations and get 30 GB of data for $2 per month. You can upgrade to unlimited data for another $1 or for as little as $3 per month for a monthly fee. Windscribe gives you a wider choice of payment methods than usual, which includes card, PayPal, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies through CoinPaymentsNet, as well as gift cards and various other options through Payment Wall. So Windscribe doesn't have the lowest headline prices, but its monthly billing plans are as cheap as you are. Others are fairly priced for the features you get, and its flexibility is a big plus. If you don't need full service all the time, the free plan might be enough for casual use. And you can, say, buy 3 plans of unlimited bandwidth per year for a total of $9 without the need for a lengthy contract. Most VPNs charge more for 1 month. Windscribe's privacy features start with its industrial AES-256 encryption, with SHA-512 authentication, 4096-bit RSA key, and support for perfect forward secrecy.
Applications use several techniques to reduce the potential for data leaks, limit IP version 6 traffic, redirect DNS requests through the tunnel for the VPN server to process, and if necessary, use a firewall to block all internet access if the connection is dropped. Windscribe's login policy is outlined in a clearly written and refreshing concise privacy policy that explains what the company collects and what does not. There is a tiny amount of long-term logs, but it is limited by the total bandwidth you used in the month and the timestamp of your last activity on the service, so that inactive accounts can be identified. The system briefly collects some connection information: username, connected VPN server, connection time, bandwidth used during a session, number of connected devices, but these are only stored in the VPN server's RAM and are lost when the session is closed. In addition, it does not keep track of connections, IP addresses, timestamps, or browsing history. Or, as the privacy policy states, we do not store any logs of who used which IP address, so we cannot link user activity to any particular user.
Connecting to a VPN server in another country could theoretically allow you to access content that you cannot see.
Unfortunately, this is not always that easy, as many content providers are now trying to detect and block visitors who they believe are using a VPN. To test the VPN unblocking possibilities, we log into various locations in the US and UK and try to stream YouTube, US Netflix, and BBC iPlayer in the US. YouTube is usually the easiest to access, as it seems to check very little VPN. Of course, Windscribe allowed us to view US-only content seamlessly, even with its free plan. Moving to Amazon Prime Video, we had no problem viewing content from US Amazon.com using our Amazon UK account. Netflix is usually the hardest site to unblock, but not here. Windscribe brought us to Netflix in the US. Unlike many competitors, Windscribe also has virtual servers for accessing Netflix in the UK, Japan, and Canada, and these have worked great for us.
VPN providers don't usually brag about their torrenting support, and it can be difficult to know what you're allowed to.
Windscribe is much more open and transparent. Just point your browser to the company's status page and you'll see a complete list of locations, which ones support P2P and which don't. Your options are also clear in the Windscribe apps. The places where torrents are not allowed are marked with the same crossed out P2P. But choose something else and you can download whatever you want. When you take Windscribe's free plan and anonymous payment options into account, as well as decent performance levels, the company makes a great choice for torrenting.
When we hit the Get Started button on Windscribe, we were taken to the download page. The website found and highlighted the best choice for our laptop, the Windows client and Chrome extension. But there were also download links for Mac, Android, and iOS, Firefox, and iOS extensions, and setup guides on routers, Linux, Kodi, Amazon Fire TV, and others.
There is an unusual added touch in direct links to older versions of Windows and Mac apps. You may not care about this as a new user, but being able to roll back to a previous version can be very helpful if you find that the latest build is not working on one of your computers or the application update is not correct. Installing the Windows app was easy. You can create an account by simply entering your username and password, which gives you 2 GB of data per month. Transfer your email to and you get 10 GB. Tweet about Windscribe and you have a great 15 GB. If you are hoping to manually configure other devices, Windscribe's web dashboard has tools to create configuration files for OpenVPN, WireGuard, IKE version 2, or SOCKS 5 connections. This is more complicated than you will see with some of the competitors, where often you can download perhaps hundreds of server setup files in an archive, then unzip them and use them right away. But it's also much more flexible, as for example, you can define your preferred OpenVPN connection type, cipher, or a port for each location.
The Windscribe Windows client looks very simple, at least initially. A small gray box with a list of locations, an on-off button, a little status information, and more.
For example, clicking on the default location displays the full list. A list of countries will open, but you can also expand any of them to see the available servers with funny names. Each server has a latency indicator to help you find the fastest option. You can also mark countries as favorites by displaying them at the top of the list to reconnect without scrolling later. Free plan users can only access a few servers and countries. Everything else is marked with an asterisk to indicate that it's for paying customers only, and these locations cannot be selected. The client keeps users well informed about the latest events, displays a notification on the Windows desktop when connected, and changes the interface from the original gray to a more cheerful blue. One of the standout features is that Windscribe desktop clients can import custom OpenVPN configuration files from other vendors and then display those servers alongside their own. This could allow you to use the Windscribe client as an interface to several free VPN providers, for example, making it easier and more convenient to switch services if you run out of data limits.
If you run into technical issues, the Windscribe support site is a good place to start looking for answers.
The resources begin with a set of configuration guides for a very long list of platforms and devices. These guides don't have the range and depth you will see with the best VPN providers, but they do have some interesting touches. The Windows installation section of Windscribe only covers its app, Windows 10 and IKE version 2, but unusually shows how you can install the clients using PowerShell. The Android guides also give you more choices than we expected, with bonus tips on how to connect over IKE version 2 using the StrongSwan app or over OpenVPN with OpenVPN for Android. If all else fails, you can contact support directly. There is no direct live chat and you can just send an email, but there is a form on the website that you can fill out to apply.
Thanks for choosing us. Check out the channel for more videos.